One of the easiest strokes to learn is the backstroke. The swimmer lies on his back with his face out of the water and uses the flutter kick, which has already been learned in connection with the crawl stroke. This is one of our national champions doing the demonstration. Notice how flat the body is held and how close to the surface it rides. Some swimmers tend to sit in the water, which causes the hips to drop. Then their back offers resistance to the forward progress of the swimmer. This slow motion picture illustrates effectively her championship form. The legs maintain a steady 6-beat kick just below the surface of the water. Most swimmers will find it easiest to kick 6 times to 1 complete cycle of the arms. The emphasis of the kick is on the upbeat, and just the toes break the surface of the water. The kick starts from the hip, so the whole leg is used, not just the lower part from the knee down. This is a common mistake made by beginners when they first learn kicking. When swimmers first learn the backstroke, they should practice the kick alone. Be sure the body is in a good back float position, with the chin up and the eyes looking toward the ceiling. Keeping the head back will help make sure that the legs and feet are close to the surface of the water. It will also help if the swimmer arches the back slightly, so that the hips do not drop. The knees and ankles are relaxed, and they bend slightly. The legs are close together, and the feet kick up and down about 12 inches apart. The arms stroke is a circular motion, with the elbow straight. The entry of the hand into the water should be back above the shoulder, with the arm slightly away from the head. If the beginner reaches out at a 45-degree angle from their head, they will not throw water in their face. The arm pull is straight down to the side of the leg and just under the surface of the water. This is another one of our national champions. Notice the relaxed kick that starts from the hips. The knees and the ankles bend slightly, and the feet act like flippers. If you look closely, you will see that he pulls with his left arm straight and with his right arm bent. This is a habit pattern that he has established, probably to make his breathing easier. His body rides very close to the surface of the water, with the water washing over his face occasionally. When first learning the leg kick, it helps to use a cork or styrofoam float. This can be held under the arms or on top of the hips to help keep the trunk level at the surface of the water. A more experienced swimmer will hold the float behind their head. This helps to develop more power in the leg kick. When the swimmer learns to kick fairly well, he should put aside the float and learn to kick without it. The hands and arm can be held at the side or extended above the head. Be sure that the swimmers do not bend in the middle or drop their hips. The body position is always level and at the surface of the water. The head should be tilted slightly backwards with the chin up, so the swimmers look directly at the ceiling. This will help to keep the legs from dragging down and will also help to keep excess water off the face. The arms make a continuous circular motion, with one arm pulling under that water as the other one is recovering over the top of the water. There is no pause in the action of either the arms or the legs. You can practice the arm stroke alone by having a partner hold your legs and support your body at the surface. Competitive swimmers practice the arm stroke alone while dragging their legs through the water but not kicking. This helps to build up strength in the arms. The slow-motion camera demonstrates the timing between the leg kick and the arm stroke. A good swimmer usually kicks 3 times to each arm pull, or 6 kicks for a complete cycle of the arms. This means that the legs must move much faster than the arms. This is called a 6-beat kick, and is the rhythm used by most swimmers. After you have learned to swim the backstroke, you will want to learn how to do starts and turns. The start is fairly simple. Take a hold on the edge of the pool with both hands and brace your feet on the wall in front of you. Just your toes touch the wall, and it is usually best to have them just under the surface of the water. To prevent slipping when you push off, one foot should be placed slightly higher than the other. As the racer takes his mark, he tucks up by bending his arms and pulling his head towards the wall. The hips should be lifted as high as possible, so that when you push off, the body is extended up and backward through the air, rather than pushing straight back against the water. As the racer starts back, he pushes against the wall with his toes and throws both arms up and back over his head. As he lands in the water, the body will sink slightly. A good swimmer will coast at the beginning of his takeoff, and then start kicking when he loses momentum. One stroke is taken underwater to bring the head up to the surface, and the swimmer is off and racing. There are 2 kinds of backstroke turns that are commonly used. A well-trained swimmer will use a flip turn. As they swim in close to the end, one hand is placed flat against the wall, and the head is thrown back. The knees are tucked up to the chest as the body spins on the shoulder that is the same side as the hand on the wall. As the body turns, the legs are thrown over the top of the water, and both feet placed firmly against the end wall so that they can push off. You will notice they glide following the push-off before they start the kick and arm pull. There is so much power in the push-off that they can glide faster than they can swim. It takes much practice to perform good starts and turns. Many people also use a grab turn when swimming backstroke. This is much easier to teach and can be more easily learned. As the swimmer gets close to the wall, one hand is turned out and grabs the edge of the pool. He pivots in a tuck-sitting position, and as soon as he is turned, both feet are placed firmly on the wall. He should not grab the wall with both hands. One is sufficient to do the job. If you practice regularly, you may sometime win a national championship